We have reached the semifinal stage of this college football playoff. It's time to find out who has the depth and the drive to take one huge step closer to the ultimate goal, hoisting that national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. Welcome to the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, site of the All-State Sugar Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. We're almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game. Through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
To throw, it's over. Taking a deep shot here to the right, and is intercepted. Breaks into the open. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
Sometimes that primetime game, the whole nation is watching, brings out some extra energy, some nerves. Maybe the quarterback is feeling that a little bit. I did not expect him to throw a pick, especially on the opening drive.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a second down now.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Some hard running there through a tackle. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. Are in the red zone. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking to scramble. And he wisely decides to just throw the ball away there on 3rd down. Brings up 4th.
Well, they decide to throw the ball here on 3rd down and short. I really thought the easy thing is just run the quarterback or hand it off, pick up the 1st down, keep this drive alive, and get 6 points on the board.
Coach electing to go for a field goal attempt. And it's good right down the middle. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Bringing pressure. Really trapping for a sack.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
After the first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 17. Scanning the field. It's over. Pressure is coming. Throws it deep downfield to the left. He dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge gain slips through his hands.
I love how this quarterback, Chris, is able to keep this play alive by scrambling away from that pressure, getting to his left, buying some time, just unable to connect it to his receiver downfield.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. And the tackle is made. The defense was ready for that screen. They stop him short of the first down. Dogs will line up to punt it away. And off the bounce, that punt will roll out of bounds. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Settled for a field goal last time out. Can they open things up on this possession? Looking for a gap. It's Roche. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Makes a quick grab. Tackled pretty quickly, but that is a decent gain on the throw.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. To throw, it's Lewis. Looking for the wideout. Oh, and it's dropped by a normally very reliable receiver. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Chris, you see what happens when you try to squeeze it into double coverage. An incompletion is probably the best result he could have hoped for, because an interception is the most likely outcome when you're throwing the ball into the crowd.
He fields it at the 15. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Out of the shotgun, will hand it off. Gets the first and still running. Sokol brought down after a nice run.
Boy, great patience and acceleration to be able to pick up this first down by this back from Georgia. You think of Georgia backs, you think about Herschel Walker right away, right? Sonny Michel, Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, Noshawn Marino. I mean, the list goes on and on of great Georgia backs.
He hands it off from the gun, and they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
And gain makes it 2nd and medium. Looking to throw here. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, they get positive yards here, but I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. Can he get there on the ground? First down, looking for more now. Looks like Georgia will have the first down.
How about that, Chris? 3rd down and 2. They get just enough. I thought they might bring the sticks out to measure. It was so close, but they're going to give them the first down. That's just trusting your back to get the yards you need for the first down.
On first down, they'll keep the running game churning.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. He's got a man down the middle. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 28. Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And as we break for the quarter, Kirk, it's Texas A&M on top. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. And the wideout goes in motion. Dropping back. It's over. It's a quick grab.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Pass caught. 2nd down now. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Short here in this playoff game, the 8th play of the drive. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
It's a good job by the defense here on this 3rd down, and now it's going to bring up a big 4th down play and a decision here for the head coach.
So it looks like they'll bring the field goal unit onto the field. That one straight down the middle. And that will tie the game here.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. And the quarterback keeps it here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Now they go with the option, and they didn't fool the defense at all. You know, this defense has worked all week on defending the option and being fundamentally sound. That time, really good job with assignment football. Nowhere to go in a very short game.
Important 2nd down play coming up. They're going to run it here. Fighting off the defender. They'll tackle him at the 27.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
QB keeper all the way. Oh, and he fumbles. Scooped up in the defense. Not much on the return, but this defense rises up with an important takeaway.
That is tough for the ball carrier here because not only does he take a big hit, but now you're about to get an earful from your coach on the sideline after that turnover.
And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They took the field goal in the last drive. They're looking for the end zone this time. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held them just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Now it's 2nd down here. Looking to pass. It's over. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
This play's really well defended here by the defense. They try to sneak the back out. The defense is aware of it. Not only aware of it, keep him short of the line of scrimmage for a loss. Sometimes those backs can sneak out unidentified. This time the defense saw him and made the play.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. That's a fly to the wideout. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now fourth down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
And he's got it from 49 yards out. What a powerful kick. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. Keeping it on the ground here. Breaks an open space. They stop him, but it's a first down. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. 1st and 10 play coming up. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. To the air, it's Lewis. Catch made on the right side. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down.
And they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Offense gets set up here. It's third down. And they pick up the first on the ground. The Aggies come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Grab behind the line. It's Roche. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Screen to the wide receiver. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And there's the handoff. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. Big moment here in this playoff game. 3rd and short in the 7th play of the drive. A quick throw out left, complete. And they bring him down at the 5. Solid gain, though, in the completion. 1st and goal. Great chance to take the lead before halftime. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. 1st and goal. An opportunity to take the lead before halftime. Receiver in motion now. First and goal, will try to run it in. Slams right into a wall. They got it for a loss. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. That kind of execution from a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
They'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The PAT is good, so it's 10-6. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. So not much time left before halftime as they begin this possession here. Can they make something happen? Play action here on first down. Finds an open target on the left side. They bring him down, and the drive has now reached the 35. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Bulldogs will kick it off to begin the second half. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
So 2nd and 7 after the 3-yard pickup. This offense trying to get something going on this drive. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to pass. It's Lewis. Looking right. This one caught. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Breaks into the clear. Tackle made after a huge gain all the way to the 40.
Really nice run by the back, but I want to give credit to the offensive line there. They were able to pave the way for the first down.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. And he'll be smarter right at the line for no gain.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
And the running back takes the handoff. They get him down, but that's a solid game.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
they convert on third down and keep this drive rolling. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Football comes out. They scoop up the ball. It's still a live play here. They bring him down, but a heads-up play to scoop up the fumble and make first down yardage.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up.
That's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Back to pass. It's Lewis. Moves out of the pocket. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down. Critical down and distance, do a good job of dialing things up, and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense. Out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking deep to the right side. Makes the grab on the right side for a big gain. Out of bounds after a nice gain. Finally, a positive play from this offense. What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball. So quickly, with one explosive play, this offense has moved inside the opponent's 40. They'll run it out of the shotgun. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there. Dropping back. It's over. Close to the tight end. Oh, and he misfires just beyond the receiver's grasp. Boy, what a call here by the offensive coordinator. Dialed it up perfectly. The play looked like it had a chance for a big gain. Unfortunately, the quarterback off on the accuracy, put that ball too far out in front of the receiver. After the second down incompletion, I have to convert here on third down and 8. Play action fake, looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Barber. Defense wraps him up after a 6-yard gain. Brings up 4th down. This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
This one falls incomplete on 4th down. It's a turnover on downs.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here, you draw it up perfectly, you think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
Here's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and get into the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
And as we break for the quarter, Kurt, it's Texas A&M on top. And as we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. They'll run the option. They'll toss it to the back. He'll be stopped for a loss on the play. The defense all over the option that time.
Well, here we go, Chris. One of the biggest plays of the game. 3rd down and long with the lead late in the game. Clock is running. I think this is the time you call one of your favorite plays on this 3rd down. At the same time, be very mindful. You cannot turn.
Here's the throw deep downfield. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
The coverage team makes the stop on this return. Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Last time out there, they got stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything. Let's see what the mindset is here. Back to throw. It's Silver. Here's a quick screen to the receiver. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Completion sets up a 2nd down play. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Caught behind the line. It's Barton. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down.
Well, 4th quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, trying to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up a 1st down. Good job by this defense to keep that clock moving.
Here we are late in a 1-score game, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. Ball handed off. Looks like Georgia will have the 1st down.
That's how you know an offensive coordinator really believes in the offensive line. You get the 4th down, you don't spread out a defense and try to create a one-on-one matchup and throw the ball. You go the old-fashioned way. You get behind that offensive line, get the yards you need, and you extend this drive with that 1st down.
And here's the handoff. Running through the tackle.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. But that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
And now from the pistol formation. Linebackers making some adjustments now. The pocket breaking down. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Looking downfield, it's Silver. Throws to the tight end. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. He's got it, enough for a first down. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 30 and a first down.
That's why you practice and work on these routes. When you get to a fourth down, you trust the receiver to run not only a good route, but know exactly where he needs to go to be able to get the distance for that first down.
Gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8. Handoff here from the shotgun. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Comes down to this in this playoff game. Fourth quarter. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? On third down, he drops to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Tackle quickly at the 10, but now the offense really threatening to score.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on third down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Looking to throw. It's Silver. Caught quickly. Tackle after the completion down at the 1-yard line.
You know, these kind of routes are always great for receivers who do a really good job of yards after the catch situations. And they're easy completions for the quarterback.
All right, serious drama here. The semifinal game comes down to the final couple minutes. Can the offense make a play here? Swarms. He's going backwards. He'll lose 4 yards on the play. Playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. And the offense produce some magic. Back here on third down. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he's down at the 3-yard line.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a second or third option. He gets positive yards. But anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
Down by a touchdown late. This is a crucial fourth down play. They need to convert. He'll drop back. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Great catch when they desperately needed it.
this offense coming through in the clutch. The quarterback makes the throw. Good job by that offensive line. And the receiver delivers for this touchdown. Now, you're down one and you're the head coach. You've worked all this time. This entire season comes down to this. Do you kick the extra point to tie it, or do you go for the lead?
He does his job with the PAT, and this ball game is tied here in the fourth quarter. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Now, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Takes the handoff. It's Davison. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. And a timeout is taken, just 2 seconds left on the clock. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? To the air, it's Lewis. Taking a shot deep down the right side. Desperation pass falls incomplete. Now we're headed to overtime. So here comes our first play of overtime. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Has a pass to the end zone. It's a touchdown as they jump on top here in overtime.
Chris, he broke free from the line of scrimmage. I thought he might have a 10 or 15-yard gain, but he shows you the speed that he has to take it all the way to the house.
And now for the crucial extra point to push the lead to 7 in OT. PAT puts them in front by 7. So pressure on this offense. They must answer with a touchdown to stay in this game. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
He's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun.
I like that you trust your running back when you're still trying to run the football. You got to be careful. You get into overtime, this defense is thinking not just stop this runner, but try to rip that ball out as well.
Here comes a crucial 3rd down play. They have 2 plays to make this, needing a touchdown to stay in the game. They bring it down at the 11, but it'll be 1st down from there. So pressure on this offense here in overtime. They must score a touchdown to stay alive. And the back now goes in motion. Short throw to the back, caught behind the line of scrimmage. And it's a touchdown. They're an extra point away from double OT. Or you go for 2 and win it right now.
Well, this is one of the benefits of going second when you get into overtime. Now you know what you're facing. You put a touchdown on the board, you can either send it to another overtime if you kick an extra point, or potentially, hey, let's win the game and go for 2 right here.
now the defense will spend a timeout to get everybody on the same page before this important play. How about this? A two-point conversion now with the ball game on the line. Back to pass. It's Lewis. No, he didn't get in. They stopped him. They